Well, the madness persists post-Brexit. And the idea that this latest solution to import checks is ever going to work, well, that is for the birds. It really is for the birds. You see, it just can't work. It really can't. It's just madness. I don't know what harebrained scheme they're going to come up with next. Is it going to be Jacob Rees-Mogg come up with some kind of electronic scanning system that doesn't exist, or something like that? You know how it goes. Well, the food and drink industry, okay? So the Dover port health body fears that gangs of meat smugglers are looking to bypass the new post-Brexit checks. Okay, well, if the stuff is coming into the port of Dover, you'd assume that, well, you just need to check it, and then you could stop it. In fact, they've already been stopping it. They've stopped 66 odd tons of illegal meat coming from Africa. Potentially could contain diseases such as African swine flu. Now, the authority is weighing up legal action now against the government, saying that this harebrained idea is just absolute madness. And I think they got a point. So, the Port of Dover could become a target for criminals smuggling illegal and diseased meat into the country. Oh, nobody wants that, I'm sure. And these new post-Brexit plans that will involve lorries, right, coming from the continent, being checked 22 miles inland. Yeah. This is what the Port's Health Authority is warning. Now, the Dover Port Authority is now considering legal action against the government over its decision to end physical checks of imported meat actually within the port. Instead of going to be sent to some Farage garage somewhere. Actually, in Sevington. Now, instead, let's say these lorries are going to be directed to the new checking facility, which is a half an hour's drive up to the M20 at Sevington and Ashford. But what could happen between the Port of Dover and Sevington? Well, without checks at the port to pick these legals up, these legal loads, well, these loads could bypass Sevington entirely. In fact, they could be offloaded en route, or part of the load being loaded en route. I know they put seals and stuff like that on these lorries, but you know, you can get around that. So basically, you've got the risk of importing disease, such as African swine flu, etc. This is just madness. This is madness. Harebrained schemes that should work on principle, but when you've got people out there who are looking at ways of actually circumventing the rules so they can make more wonga, more money, that's why we have criminal gangs in the first place. It's just madness. This is just so stupid. Lucy Manzano, the head of the authority, said that as a port with the only inland border control post in the country, Dover could become a hotspot for criminal gangs trying to bypass the checks. Now, money made within the food crime, gangs would start redirecting their stuff through Dover, and because the controls won't be in place. Now, up to now, it isn't an issue because the Port of Dover is checking the stuff. In fact, they've already stopped, like I say, 66 tons of illegal meat entering the country, pork. Now, she said these goods will now come through Dover without any interception at the port, with the anticipation and hope that drivers will self-present at the facility 22 miles away. Hope. That word, hope. It sounds like Brexit all over, doesn't it, eh? You know. Oh, crikey. You just got to believe, you know. That's what they told us. Blimey. Oh, this is just insanity. It is just insanity. It ain't going to work. And it's just a recipe for disaster. As you can see here, there's the Port of Dover. Okay? And then we've got Sevington here. And you've got 22 miles of the same distance going over the channel of road. But you could potentially offload your load, whether it be in full or part. So legal goods could easily enter the UK. This is just so stupid. And we're not just talking about, I don't know, illegal lettuces or Liz Truss. No, we're talking about drugs and all that sort of stuff as well, you see. This is just so mad. Whoever thought this was a good idea? So me carrying African swine fever from entering the country in 2022, the authorities seized 66 tons of it, of illegal meat products as a result of these checks. This is just I just can't get over it, really. What on earth are they thinking? Huh? Well, the Port of Dover is considering legal action against the government. The government will do nothing whatsoever. They'll just think, hang on, this is our only solution. It's not even a get out of jail card, is it? It's just so ridiculous. It's just a Farage garage, that's all it is. It's, we've already got a situation where we've got wide neck plastic bottles filled with urine being chucked out of the lorry drivers' windows because they get stuck. They end up in the slow lane, don't they? They're the ones who have to wait while everyone else is going on holiday. And we've got these brown paper bags. Do you want to stomp on them? No, don't do that. If you see a brown paper bag. No, it'll be full of turds, you see. This is the problem with these Farage garages. No one wants to be stuck in them. No. This is just going to make it harder to import goods into the UK because more haulage firms here in the EU will say, bugger that. Can't be bothered. We've got enough business anyway. We'll carry on doing our deliveries here in the EU. And if they do decide they're going to carry on delivering in the UK, they'll decide, they'll make a decision and they'll pass those costs on to the actual food importers, maybe even supermarkets, and say, you're going to have to foot up the cost. We want more money because our lorries are being held up because of your stupid Brexit. Push up the cost of food. We're already having to pay over the odds, aren't we? Well, you tell me. How the hell is this going to work? Please leave it in the comments down below. And please don't beat the old like button, because it helps the channel, I mean, I need all the help we can get, that we do. We're also doing rewilding here in France, planting 1,000 trees and 2 hectares land. It would be a part of that. There's a GoFundMe link down below, and I'll make a sign to go with the tree. That'll be your tree, and that'll go in the ground here in France. And, it could be a memory of a loved one, what have you, or a pet, or just your name if you like. Also, if you just want to support the channel, there is the Buy Me a Coffees or Patreon down below, but also we got memberships as well. Well, it's time for me to go, so I say toodaloo, This is just getting stupid.
Yeah, but new, but yeah, but new, but yeah, but new,